Hello there, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Luxmy Gopal and John Kay.
Good morning. Our headlines today. 12
To know this morning, including the latest on that amazing rescue.
Absolutely, John. An incredible outcome to a 17-day rescue operation. That's right, 41 workers who'd been trapped in a tunnel in northern India for more than 2 weeks have been pulled free in one of the country's biggest ever rescue operations. The workers have been taken to hospital for checks. Our South Asia correspondent Samira Hussain is outside one of those hospitals now. Samira, what do we know about the rescue? The inquest opens today into the 4 teenagers who died in a crash in North Wales earlier this month. The COVID inquiry will hear from both the former Health Secretary Sajid Javid and the former Deputy PM Dominic Raab today. Yesterday, Cabinet Minister Michael Gove gave evidence and apologised to bereaved families for errors made by the government during the pandemic. Our correspondent Ellie Price has this report. Hearing more on the COVID inquiry from Ellie Price just after 8. Britain and Greece are embroiled in an escalating diplomatic row after Rishi Sunak cancelled a meeting with the Greek Prime Minister. The government has announced plans to create a new national park in England. It's commissioned expert advisors to find suitable sites for the country's 11th protected park. Wales and Scotland are consulting on similar proposals, but critics say creating new national parks could risk funding being overstretched. Our environment correspondent Claire Marshall reports.
We can stay out and about now, but go slightly further afield because we've got some incredible pictures to show you that are shortlisted in the Wildlife Photographer of the Year People's Choice Award. The winning image will be decided by all of us. So let's show you a selection. You can vote online. The winning photograph will be announced in February. But I think Matt's got some pictures as well.
Yes, some pictures reacting to... And we'll be speaking to Gracie's parents, Alison Ward and Richard Spinks, just after 8 this morning.
It's 6:20 and let's have a look at the Wednesday morning newspapers, shall we? Christmas in the papers, lots of stories, aren't there, about presents and trees and preparations. Interesting survey in the Daily Mail this morning, Luxmy, saying about the worst presents you can possibly get.
Well, and this is actually pretty bad. I know you may have thought, well, I've had some pretty awful, Christmas presents, but actually, have you ever had a voucher that's out of date? That's what this is, an out-of-date voucher. I mean, that is a hostile present, isn't it? That's what you give someone passive-aggressively to make a point. Yeah.
That's apparently the #1 worst Christmas present you can give. But 2, a dead plant. But I'm assuming that's not deliberately.
Seems like a threat. If I got that, that's almost as bad as a horse's head. It's just... What's it saying? Out-of-date chocolates as well. Toilet roll. Who is giving these gifts?
Although one of these things, hair removal cream, that was another thing. But one of them, shoe polish, I could probably do with. So if you're looking to get something, I'd be very grateful.
Yeah, so it does depend on the gift receiver, doesn't it? It actually might be a really thoughtful gift.
Somebody has received a very special gift. Have a look at these pictures that we've in among some people there in Greater Manchester. We would love to know if your community can do better, but to be brutally honest, I'd like to see if you can do worse than that.
I think that's a bit harsh.
No, I'd like to see some pictures of really threadbare, rubbish Christmas trees, even before we get to December. If you've got a picture of something that's gone wrong in your community. Because, I mean, they say that they're going to update that one. It's a living tree, so it will supposedly thrive.
It didn't look like it, did it?
Living-ish.
Barely clinging to life.
If you've got a picture of a struggling Christmas tree, do send it in to us this morning.
To be fair, if it has its decorations on it, it will look a bit better. I feel, can we really judge the tree before it's even had its tinsel and...
Yes, we absolutely can. We absolutely can. Send those in and tell us where you are and who you are as well on your message.
Right, it's time now to get the news, travel and weather where you are.